Before I get into the video here, I just want you to know that I have been working on this for months. I just been losing motivation to work on it. I know I'm really lazy in this, and I admit that with this video. I've been working on the script for this video in August and finished it sometime in September, but I just lost motivation and interest on working on for the past few months and decided to try to finish it. So here it is. Hope you enjoy. Hello everyone, Blitz here. Today I'm going to be ranking every Ninjago collectible. One of the things that I love about getting Ninjago sets are definitely getting those collectible items in the sets. But the collectibles can change in different variations depending on the season. They are usually blades and sometimes go to mask and armor and sometimes minifigures. 70% of the collectibles are blades. When it comes down to the golden weapons, they have remade them 2 separate times. So that would be their own ranking. And during the legacy sets have remade certain collectibles like the Jade blades and Fang blades will be their own ranking also. Legacy is a sub-theme that was celebrating 10 years of the show to show its appreciation for the fans, remaking some old sets from the pilot all the way to season 5 for some fans that never got them, and for LEGO to improve the sets that they couldn't do back then due to limitations. Season 10, March of the Oni, never had any sets based on the season, so that was what Legacy is all about. It was to give old fans appreciation for the favorite sets and to experience them in a new way, and to give new fans appreciate the old sets in a vast variety and experience the old builds. It also gave us Golden Ninja minifigures as a collectible. I won't be including the movie, if it even has collectibles, and Ninjago Core, if it has collectibles too. I'll give a brief overview of their history and my thoughts and opinions on them. Just to let you know, this is all my opinion. I'm ranking them on how cool they are, not how useful they are. And if I'm doing that, the Jade blades and Blades of Deliverance blades will be dead last. And I'll be showing what set they come in. And I won't go all out on the pictures. I'll show you a brief pictures of each of them from the show and from the sets, just to let you all know. Let's get ranking all 26 collectibles. Here at 26 is the Prismatic Steel Blades, also known as the Prismatic Steel Weapons, Prismatic Weapons, the collectible for Dragon's Rising Season 3 Part 1. They were forged a long time ago following the entrapment of Thunderfang beneath the First Realm. The blades are used to cut the chains that hold Thunderfang down. The Forbidden Five was tasked to hunt them down in order to free Thunderfang. The Prismatic blades come in different colors, but mostly they are seen as shiny metal. Each blade has a unique ability to them. They are made from soul energy, and when you look through it, you can see hidden souls around you. The common ability for the Prismatic blades are spectral perception, able to see invisible spirits, conditional indestructibility, can't be broken, only with the same material, and fire resistant. The unique abilities are for green, enchantment can enlarge beams, mind control through a crown, energy beams can shoot energy beams like lasers. For blue, it can be lifeless things to bring to life. And the last one is the returning blade. You are able to throw it and it will return to you. The blades were cool in the show with a shiny look to them, but they were mostly used for a fetch quest, like everything in the show, but the Forbidden Five made the blades look lame. And the sets, they look like normal katanas, and the boxes don't really count them as a collectible, and are lame collectibles for Ninjago. Nothing unique about them, but if you're looking for cool, clear katanas, these are just for you. The status of these blades are still around. 2 of them are converted to reveal blades. One is being used by Aaron, used to belong to Roz, and the others are around. The sets these come in are Zane's Battlesuit Mech, Kai's Mech Storm Raider, with 2 in the set, Roz and Aaron's Super Stormjet, Zane Ultra Combiner Mech, Dragonian Storm Village, Thunderfang Dragon of Chaos with 2 in the set, Arc Dragon of Focus, and Aaron's Spinjitzu Battle Mech. Then going forward with the sets are the revealed blades. Here at number 25 are the Legacy Jade Blades. I'm going to re-explain the story again when I get to the normal Jade Blades. The Jade Blades were carved from the bones of the departed Serpentine warriors and reserved for the greatest and Khandai leaders. Chen helped himself to their bones while tomb raiding and carved his own to use in the Tournament of Elements. The Jade Blades are used for trophies in the tournament to keep players to stay in the tournament. They don't have any power at all. The Legacy version have a new mold that I don't really like, and they finally gave them the actual color Jade for the blades. No ninja really wields the Legacy version, but it can be anyone. But Kai comes in the Legacy version set. The sets the Legacy Jade Blades appear in are the Tournament of Elements Legacy and Ninjago City Gardens Legacy. They are used as foliage, as in grass, to make the environment more detailed. Here at number 24 are the new molded golden weapons, and the crystallized ones too. Collectibles for Season 16 Crystallized. I'm going to repeat the story again for these weapons. The golden weapons were created by the first Genjutsu master using gold from the Golden Peaks, forged at the Temple of Light to help create Ninjago. The Scythe of Quakes, the Nunchucks of Lightning, the Shurikens of Ice, and the Sword of Fire. Garmadon tried to steal and use their powers, but was banished to the underworld. Rue hid them to keep them safe and gave a map to Rei to their location. Decades later, Rue gathered a team of ninja to track them down to stop them from falling in the hands of Garmadon. In Season 16 Crystallized, the weapons hold no power after Season 10, much of the Oni. Harumi sent the Crystal Council to retrieve them, to bring the Crystal King back to Ninjago. Pythor got the Nunchucks of Lightning, Skull Sorcerer got the Scythe of Quakes, Aspera got the Sword of Fire, and the Mechanic got the Shurikens of Ice. With the Crystal King's return, he upgraded the weapons, giving them a crystal coating, being corrupted for the Council. By the end of the season, the ninja was able to defeat the Council and uncorrupt their weapons and save the city. The golden weapons are easily the best collectible in the series. Like, come on, who doesn't love gold? They have remastered these weapons a couple of times, and this is the second time of remaking them. The new molds are atrocious. Look at the Sword of Fire. They made the mold a swinging in action. They don't even have the dragon mold in it. Well, they kind of do, but it's hard to tell. The Shurikens of Ice mold is a bit bigger and have a slight edge to them. The Scythe of Quakes actually got the best glow up here, giving it the best mold, and it's so accurate. And the Nunchucks of Lightning are actually pretty decent. They gave the Helds the dragon mold, and the chain is connected to the sides. And the problem is the chain is gold. It should have been a transparent blue to make it better. Now for the crystal version for the weapons. They call them the Weapons of Destruction. They aren't really anything special in the sets. It has this new piece that's transparent purple or pink, where you can connect the weapons in the middle and connect the shurikens on the side to make it look like the crystal versions. I feel like they should have made a new mold for them or recolored them. I don't like these new molds, especially the Sword of Fire, which it brings it down for me. The status of the golden weapons are unknown. They all turn into the Great Golden Dragon and left. The golden weapons are wielded by the ninja, mostly Kai with the Sword of Fire, Cole with the Scythe of Quakes, Jay with the Nunchucks of Lightning, Zane with the Shurikens of Ice, Garmadon with all of them, Rue and Lloyd with various of them, Pythor with the Nunchucks, Vangelis with the Scythe, Aspera with the Sword, the Mechanic, and Mr. F with the Shurikens. Now, if you want to count the Overlord with the golden armor, you can. The sets, the new molds come in are Jay's Golden Motorbike and Nia's Samurai X-Mech for the Nunchucks of Lightning, Cole's Dragon Cruiser for the Sword of Fire, Zane's Golden Dragon Jet for the Scythe of Quakes, Kai's Golden Dragon Raider for the Shurikens of Ice, the Crystal King's Temple, and Lloyd's Golden Ultra Dragon for all of them. Here at 23 are the Reveal Blades. They are the collectibles for Dragon's Rising Season 3 Part 2. The Reveal Blades are the prismatic blades designed in the Advanced Lab System and Imperium. Two of the prismatic blades were transformed into the Reveal Blades to fight against the spectral Dragonians, to eliminate them permanently. The Reveal Blades have the same abilities as the prismatic blades. This time they can eliminate the spectral souls. The ninja are killing the Dragonians without trying to save them when they turn evil against their will. They look fine in the sets to me. They reveal secrets when you show them against certain stickers to show cool details, but they show them in a tinted red rim glow. There's not much to it. The Reveal Blades are wielded by Kai and Frak. Anyone wields them in the sets, and their status in the show, they are still around. The sets they appear in are Kai's Motorcycle Speed Race, Rontu the Master Dragon, Rogue's Mech Dragon Rider, Ninja Combat Vehicle, Lloyd's Jet Mech, and the Temple Bounty. Here at 22 are the Dragon Cores, the collectible of Dragon's Rising Season 1. The dragon cores were forged from the energy from the 7 source dragons. The first Spinjitzu Masters foresaw an event that all the realms would clash together, and got the source dragons to create the cores in case this event happens, and entrust them with guardians when anyone goes looking for them. The ninja went to go look for them to stop the merge quakes. I don't really care for the dragon cores. They have a cool name though, and they were helpful. They were used by the ninja and Beatrix, and in the sets they come in different colors. They do come in a lot of gimmick sets like Rising Dragons and Dragon Power Flip, but I don't want to add those to the list, so the sets they come in are Zane's Dragon Power Spinjitzu Racer car. 2 of them are blue. Heatwave Transforming Lava Dragon, 1 purple. Temple of the Dragon Energy Cores, 1 golden. And Elemental Dragon versus the Empress mech, 1 yellow. Here at 21 is the Storm and Wave amulets, the collectibles of Season 14 and 15, the Island and Seabound. Before the creation of Ninjago, the Sea Serpent Rogera used the amulets to rule the Endless Sea. An Elemental Master of Water named Naiad, a Melopian, defeated Rogera, sending her in a deep slumber. The first Spinjitzu Master entrusted the Storm Amulet with the Island Keepers, and the Wave Amulet with the Melopians. Eons later, Kalimar wanted the amulets to awaken Rogera to lay siege to the surface dwellers, for being oppressed from living under the sea. The Storm Amulet allows Rogera to create dangerous storms, and the Wave Amulet allows Rogera to manipulate and control the water. I got nothing for the amulets. I wasn't really interested in the Island and Seabound sets at all, except for Aeneas Water Dragon. Dragons are always cool in the show. I like the designs of the amulets, and the powers are cool, but just both seasons pretty much have the same collectible type. The sets these come in for the Storm Amulet is Lloyd's Jungle Chopper Bike, Jungle Dragon, the Keeper's Village, and I might butcher this, the Catamaran Sea Battle. And for the Wave Amulet is Lloyd's Hydro Mech, Ninja Sub Speeder, Water Dragon, the Hydro Bounty, and the Temple of Endless Sea for both of them. Here at 20 are the Legacy Fang Blades. Not a collectible for any season, but a remastered collectible from Legacy sets. Only 2 were remastered. The 4 silver Fang Blades are important Serpentine artifacts and weapons created from the Great Devourer's teeth, and are thus nearly indestructible. Only the magma of Torchfire Mountain is hot enough to destroy them. They were sought out by Pythor to unleash the Great Devourer on the people of Ninjago that locked up the Serpentine in tombs. The ninja went after the blades also to stop Pythor, unleashing the Great Devourer. The only Fang Blades that were remastered were the Fangpire and Constricti. They are exactly like the original ones, but without the printed tile of the represented Serpentine tribe logo. You can pretty much build them yourselves from random pieces you have laying around. The names of the blades are cool and have cool designs, but the Legacy versions don't have the printed tiles and just look the same, so it makes it lame. They could have made a new piece or molded piece to give it more depth or detail. The 2 sets they come in are the Ultra Dragon Legacy and Ultra Sonic Raider Legacy. Here at number 19 are the Mallet and Gong of Shattering, main collectible of Dragon's Rising Season 2. The Mallet of Shattering was once used by the Forbidden Five, who used it with the Gong of Shattering to empower their army of Wolf Mask Warriors. After they were banished to the Nether Space, Lord Argus took over the Wolf Clan and was approached by Jade and Cain, who manipulated him to ring the gong using the mallet, which he did. By this act, Argus was turned into the Lichen King, and all of the wilderness was cursed into half-existence. After that, the mallet was sealed alongside the gong and all of the wolf mask inside the Shadow Dojo, never to be opened again. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, these are characters from the comics. And yeah, they make Ninjago comics, which are canon, which I didn't know before making this. So, there, that's the knowledge on that. Decades or centuries later, Lord Roz went to the Shadow Dojo for his plan and his master to get the Source Dragons to reverse the merge. He got them out and gong to get an army and help with his plan. The Gong of Shattering is a special gong paired with a Mallet of Shattering, created for the Wolf Clan to tap into Thunderfang's dark energy. When struck by the Mallet, it channels this dark power to those wearing Wolf Mask, effectively shattering any goodness within them. In particular, it can allow an Elemental Master wearing a Wolf Mask to gain access to Shatterspan. I don't really care for the Mallet and Gong. The concept of the item sounds cool with the power of Shatterspin, but I just don't like that as a collectible. Ross is the one who usually wields the Mallet and Gong in the show. Different people in the comics. Yes, there are comics or novels that are canon to the show. I just repeated what I just said, but this was just what I have written down. For the Mallet, the set it comes in his Tournament Temple City. For both of them, the sets they come in are Aaron's Battle Mech, Egalt the Master Dragon, Wolf Mask Shadow Dojo, and Source Dragon of Motion. Here at number 18 are the Key-tanas, main collectible of Season 12 Prime Empire. The Key-tanas are 3 colorful key-shaped swords to bypass a firewall to make it to Unigami's temple. You need to complete 3 challenges to get a single Key-tana. One is by finishing a race, another one is beating a dragon, and the last one is finishing a side-scrolling game and fighting a boss to collect it. After rewatching Prime Empire, the Key-tanas are cool, but we don't see them a lot in the show. They are kind of cool in the sets, but the set designs are not that good. The sets these come in. One of them comes in Cole's Speeder Car, but that's a 4+ set, so I'm not counting it. For yellow, the sets is Jay and Lloyd's Velocity Racers and Jay's Cyber Dragon. For orange, the sets are Kai's Jet Mech and Empire Dragon. For purple, the sets are Gamers Market and Ninja's Turner Car, and Empire Temple of Madness for all of them. Here at 17 is the Forbidden Scrolls of Spinjitzu, main collectible of Season 11. The Scrolls of Forbidden Spinjitzu were created by the first Spinjitzu Master. Using dark power, he didn't want the brothers to use the scrolls, but Ruin Gamadon used the scrolls to take down Aspera. After defeating Aspera, the first Spinjitzu Master found out what the brothers did. He was angry that they disobeyed him, so he hid the scrolls. Ages later, the scrolls were discovered by archaeologists. One scroll went to the museum, and the other scroll went to the Explorers Club. When the ninja accidentally released Aspera, she sought out to find the scroll to take revenge against the one that deceived her. And she used the scroll to banish Zane to the Netherrealm, and Zane was corrupted by its power. Then Zane destroyed it by the end of the season. The Scrolls of Forbidden Spinjitzu are wielded by supposedly the first Spinjitzu Master, Ruin Gamadon, Aspera, and many of the ninja, except for Kai, only in the sets. When holding one of the scrolls, it engulfs you in certain amounts of energy. It makes you stronger and possibly corrupts you. I don't have much to say about this. They are cool collectibles. I guess they are breaking from the status quo of the show's formula they use instead of using blades again. I feel like they could have used a little more history and story to them. Both scrolls are the same even in the sets. In the sets, there are pieces of plastic with printing on them, placed through a scepter. This is between Aspera and Zane. Each set will come with an exclusive ninja minifigure of Forbidden Spinjitzu they come in. The sets they come in are Shuricopter with the scroll and Forbidden Jay, Fire Fang with the scroll and Forbidden Kai, the Katana 4x4 with the scroll and Forbidden Nia, Lloyd's Titan Mech with the scroll and Forbidden Zane, the Land Bounty with the scroll and Forbidden Cole, and Castle of the Forsaken Emperor with the scroll and Forbidden Lloyd. It also comes in a gimmick set, Spinjitzu Slam Kai vs Samurai. Here at 16 is the Dragon Armor, Dragon Sword, and Dragon Shield, main collectible for Season 9. The Dragon Armor, Sword, and Shield was created by the Firstborn Dragon for the first Spinjitzu Master to rear, to unify the dragon and Oni. But this never happened, and he left the armor in the first realm guarded by Firstborn in case he would return, but sadly he did not. When the ninja and young Wu arrived in the first realm, they were attacked and forced by Iron Baron to find it, but after tricking him, Wu took the armor and helped the ninja, and Lloyd stopped Gamadon and took back Ninjago. The armor is worn by the first Spinjitzu Master and Wu, briefly by Iron Baron. Lloyd and Garmadon both wielded the sword. I don't really have that much to say about the armor. It's cool looking, but this is where I stopped collecting sets. The Season 9 sets didn't look interesting to me. They look like a Mad Max Apocalypse thing they were doing. The season was amazing. I wasn't interested in the sets. I think someone in the writer's room was a fan of Mad Max movie, or it's a coincidence. The armor does look stylish though. The sets that come in are Destiny's Ring with the blade, Stormbringer with the chestplate and blade, Firstborn with the helmet, shield, and blade, the Dieselknot and Dragon Pit for all of them, helmet, chestplate, shield, and blade, and Nia's Samurai X-Mac from Crystallized for the chestplate, since he used it in the season. Here at 15 are the Legacy Golden Ninja minifigures. These are collectible minifigures for Legacy sets. Ninjago 10-year anniversary, showing appreciation for Ninjago fans who stayed and supported the show for so long, giving the main 6 ninja and Wu golden suits and a golden look, and remastering suits to put them in golden suits. I put it at this spot because I don't really like the suit designs. It doesn't look cool to me. I do appreciate LEGO remastering old sets I never got the chance to get, even though I never got these sets. It's cool to see them remade, and the gold is a standout a bit. LEGO had to change the gold LEGO piece formula to prevent the pieces from breaking apart. Lloyd got many golden suits over the years. The old one and the Kamado suit in all gold and all golden is the biggest flex ever back in the day. Even though it broke sometimes, the green and gold matchup for Legacy Golden Dragon is alright. I don't really like the design. The sets these minifigures come in are a Legacy Tournament of Elements for Lloyd, a Legacy Boulder Blaster for Kai, Legacy X1 Ninja Charger for Cole, a Legacy Zane's Titan Mech Battle for Jay, Legacy Ultrasonic Raider for Zane, Legacy Fire Dragon for Nia, the Legacy set Ninjago City Gardens for Rue, and the Temple of Celebration for all minifigures. Here at 14 are the Aeroblades, the main collectible for Season 5. The Aeroblades were forged by deepstone material from the bottom of the ocean. They were sold by Ronin to the ninja to fight off Ghost. Yeah, there isn't much story to these. Looking back, the Aeroblades are really not that memorable. They were cool at first, but they get overshadowed by better blades and collectibles now. The buildable blades weren't that good with the pieces, and the main piece is being used in different sets nowadays, more of a decorative design way. I feel like for it to stand out more, if they made the piece in the middle be a printed piece with the ninja's elemental symbol or power instead of the color. The Aeroblades are wielded by the ninja, except Lloyd and Nia and Ronin. Rue also wields the blade, but only in the sets. The only power of the Aeroblades was to destroy Ghost, sending them back to the Cursed Realm. The sets these come in for each ninja. For Rue, the sets are Air Jitsu's Battleground, Master Rue Dragon, and Final Fight of the Destiny's Bounty. For Zane, the sets are Chain Cycle Ambush and Titan Mech Battle. For Jay, the set is Jaywalker 1. For Kai, the sets are City of Sticks and Ronin Rex. For Cole, the set is Blaster Bike. The set Attack Amor's Dragon, you can get both Kai and Jay's. And the last one is a polybag of Ronin with 2 Aeroblades, if you want to count that. Here at 13 are the Deliverance Blades, also known as the 2 Blades. They are the main collectible of Season 13, Master of the Mountain. The 2 blades are wielded by Lily, Cole's mother, who was a great warrior who used the blades to defeat a dragon, to free the geckos and moons from the fear they had of it. She gave the white blade called Ivory Blade of Deliverance to the geckos, and the black blade called Shadow Blade of Deliverance to the moons. King Vangelis stole the blades that caused both races to blame each other for stealing it. When the ninja arrived to help them, and Cole got the blades and used them to defeat King Vangelis. The blades hold no power and don't do anything special. They are just normal blades. The blades are wielded by Lily, Cole's mother, Cole himself, Vangelis, and the geckos and moons. I like the whole black and white aesthetic with the blades. Each blade represents and mirrors something with light and darkness with hope. They are cool looking blades, but I really don't care that much for the Season 13 sets. The sets they come in are, for the Shadow Blade, the sets are Journey to the Skull Dungeon and Firestone Mech. For the Ivory Blade, the sets are Rue's Battle Dragon, Zane's Mino Creature, and Skull Sorcerer Dragon. For both blades, it's Skull Sorcerer Dungeon. Here at Trove are the Departed Blades, the main collectible of Day of the Departed special right after Season 6. The Departed Blades come in many different forms. They take inspiration from all the previous weapons from Season 1 to 5, like the Serpentine Staffs, Elemental Blades, Jade Blades, etc. The Departed Blades are Ninjago Museum props used in the Hall of Villainy, showcasing and informing people of the past villains. The Yin Blade Cole stole and used against Sensei Yang unleashed dark magic, bringing the villains back to life. The blades hold no power because they are props, but the departed souls who wields a departed blade are able to take out the ones who destroyed them, is able to trade places and come back to life. But the Yin Blade has the power to bring deceased things back to life. If used incorrectly, it's able to turn you into a ghost. The Departed Blades came out during the worst time possible because sharing a wave set with Skybound managed to give out so few. I love the translucent green and ghostly vibe of the weapons, and it was great to get old collectibles in a new color shade with a green diamond at the end of the hilt. It was cool to see how Ninjago celebrates Halloween in their world. The people who wields the Departed Blades are Simikai with a double-bladed bone axe, Pythor with an Anaconda staff replica. The real one whereabouts are unknown, Kozu with an elemental blade, Cryptor with the Season 3 weapons, Chin with a Jade Blade, Moro with a Sword of Sanctuary. This one isn't in the Day of the Departed sets, and neither is Moro, and Sensei Yang with the Yin Blade, and used by Cole briefly. Most of these weapons are destroyed. The sets these come in are the Titanium Ninja Tumbler for Cryptor Season 3 Blade, Rock Rotor for the Elemental Blade, Departed Blade, Airjitsu Battleground for the Yin Blade, Salvage Mech for the Double-Bladed Bone Axe, Ultra Stealth Raider for the Jade Blade and Yin Blade, and Samurai X Cave Chaos for the Anaconda Staff, Elemental Blade, and Crypto Season 3 Blade. Here at 11 are the Legacy Golden Weapons, the second remake of the Golden Weapons for Ninjago, Legacy 10-year anniversary, so they can try to improve them. The Golden Weapons were created by the first Spinjitzu Master using gold from the Golden Peaks, forged at the Temple of Light to help create Ninjago. The Scythe of Quakes, the Nunchucks of Lightning, the Shurikens of Ice, and the Sword of Fire. Garmadon tried to steal and use their powers, but was banished to the underworld. Rue hid them to keep them safe and gave a map to Rei to the location. Decades later, Rue gathered a team of ninja to track them down to stop them from falling in the hands of Garmadon. They did a decent job redesigning the weapons. The Sword of Fire always remains the same as the previous one from Season 1 sets and some pilot sets, and sometimes the Sword of Fire are used as decorations in some of the Ninjago sets. The Shurikens of Ice are the same, but with a little bit more detail. The Nunchucks of Lightning got a better upgrade, given the Dragon Mold hilts. They could have given it a translucent blue chain for the middle, and the Scythe of Quakes is the interesting one. They gave it the Dragon hilt at the bottom and gave a big blade to resemble the scythe. This weapon gets disrespected a lot in LEGO. The Golden Weapons are wielded by the Ninja and Rue and Garmadon. Sword of Fire for Kai, Scythe of Quakes for Cole, Nunchucks of Lightning for Jay, and Shurikens of Ice for Zane. The sets for the Legacy weapons are Legacy Kai Blade Cycle and Zane's Snowmobile for the Sword of Fire and Shurikens of Ice, Legacy Jay's Stormfighter for the Nunchucks of Lightning, Legacy Cole's Earth Driller for the Scythe of Quakes, Legacy Monastery of Spinjitzu for all of them, Legacy Ultrasonic Raider for all of them, Legacy Fire Dragon Attack for Sword of Fire and Shurikens of Ice. That's pretty much all the Legacy sets containing the Golden Weapons remakes. I didn't want to include the 4+ sets. Here at 10 are the Golden Dragon Ninja minifigures. These don't count as collectibles, but I'm counting them anyway. These minifigures come in the Crystallized sets. The ninja unlock their ultimate power when all the forces of good come together to unlock their dragon power by jumping up, kick back, whip around, and spin. These minifigures have amazing designs, great colors, with the ninja logos on them that represent their powers. The sets for the 4 main ninja are Jay's Golden Dragon motorbike for Jay, Cole's Dragon Cruiser for Kai, Zane's Golden Dragon Jet for Cole, and Kai's Golden Dragon Raider for Zane. Here at 9 are the Jade Blades, the main collectible for Season 4. The Jade Blades were carved from the bones of the departed Serpentine warriors and reserved for the greatest Anaconda leaders. Chin helped himself to their bones while tomb raiding and carved his own to use for the Tournament of Elements. The original Jade Blades were a lot better in my opinion because it had great texture to them. They all looked the same in the sets but with different builds to them. They had a cool shape and style to them. The Jade Blades are wielded by Chin, who pretty much stole snake bones and made them for his tournament. The ninja, except for Zane and Nia, they don't use them as weapons in the show, only in the sets. The Elemental Master of Gravity used the Jade Blade scythe against the time trains in the painting. The Elemental Masters who competed in the tournament, and Ronin, who sold Jade Blades in his pawn shop. The Jade Blades hold no power, they are just trophies. When you compete in the tournament, you fight for a Jade Blade. When you get one, you move on to the next round. If you don't get one, you are disqualified from the competition. Spoiler if you haven't watched the season, the competitors don't get kicked off the tournament. They lose and get taken to a ceremony to get their powers taken away, and they stay to work in a noodle factory as prisoners. The sets these come in are Jungle Trap for Double Jaded Blade for Kai, Lava Falls and Dojo Showdown for Jade Blade Scythe for Cole. Side note here, Dojo Showdown set doesn't have Cole in it, but they choose his blade weapon for some reason. Jay's Electro Mech for Jade Blade Spear for Jay, and Jungle Raider for Jade Blade Flail. My God, about to sneeze here. And Jungle Raider for Jay. God damn it! Not cut that out. And Jungle Raider for Jade Blade Flail for Lloyd. Here at number 8 are the Serpentine Staffs, one of the main collectibles for Season 1. The Serpentine Staffs are ancient staffs that belong to the 5 tribes of the Serpentine: the Hypnobrai, the Fangpire, the Constricti, the Venomari, and the Anaconda. They belong to the general of who leads the respective tribes. They see them as badges. All these Serpentine have legs except for the Anaconda, but the generals have tails. A way to become a Serpentine general was to fight the general in the slither pit. When you get the staff and you have your legs turn into a tail. Each tribe have a power that is unique to each tribe species. The Hypnobrai can mind control. The Fangpire, when they bite you, they can turn you into a snake and can bring animated objects to life. The Constricti have super strength and dig into the ground fast. The Venomari can spray a liquid that makes their victims hallucinate their worst fears. And the Anaconda can turn invisible and are the strongest tribe out of all of them. The status of the 17 tribes are alive when they continue to evolve and breed with the other tribes, making new hybrids. The Anaconda are the only tribe that is all dead, deceased, except for Pythor. He is the last sole survivor of the tribe, so this tribe is near extinction. Pythor better find himself a mate if he doesn't want his species to go extinct, if he's not too busy trying to conquer Ninjago. I just want to say that the Serpentine are really inconsistent within the series. They keep introducing new species of snakes, overwriting their lore and origins in history, showing new hybrids and breeds. And I'm pretty sure that every snake in the first season and second was male, and they introduced female ones in third season. The snakes in the show are so inconsistent, I just wanted to say this. The Serpentine staffs hold no power, but in the middle of the staffs hold anti-venoms to cure the effects of someone who is affected by any of the tribe's abilities. And when all the staffs anti-venom combine, it can create a map to the first several Fang blades. All the staffs are cool in the sets that have each of the tribe logo in the middle that makes them stand out a lot, with the golden snake wrap around them. The Anaconda staff does not appear in the sets, but if you want to count the Day of the Departed one, the staffs are wielded by, and sorry if I mess up any of the names or butcher any of them, the Hypnobrai staff was wielded by Sithra, then went to Scales when he became general. The Fangpire staff is wielded by Fangtom. The Constricti staff is wielded by Scalador. The Venomari staff is wielded by Exsidious. And the Anaconda staff, it is unknown if Arcturus wielded the staff. He is the main general of the Anaconda. He was someone in the action more Pythor is the one who wielded it in the show. All the staffs are now in the hands of Cyrix Borg in his vault or at the Ninjago Museum for display. The sets these come in are, for the Hypnobrite staff, it's Kai's Blade Cycle, Cole's Tread Assault, Destiny's Bounty, and Spinner Battle Arena. It also comes in gimmick sets like Spinner Battle Packs and Character Packs, but I'm not including those. The Spinner Battle Arena is technically a set. For the Fangpire staff, it's Jade Stormfighter, Fangpire Chuck Ambush, and Fangpire Wrecking Ball. For the Constricti staff, it's the Rattlecopter, only one set. And for the Venomari staff, the set is the Venomari Shrine. It also comes in a junior set called Snake Showdown in a polybag. There is also a legacy version that comes in the Ninjago City Garden set. And again, the Anaconda staff does not come in any of the Snake sets, if you want to count the Date of Departed set as one. Here at 7 is the normal Fang Blades, main collectible for Season 1. The 4 Super Fang Blades are important Serpentine artifacts and weapons created from the Great Devourer's teeth, and are thus nearly indestructible. Only the magma of Torchfire Mountain is hard enough to destroy them. The Fang Blades are sought out by Pythor so he can awaken and unleash the Great Devourer on the people of Ninjago that walked the Serpentine entombs for decades. The original 4 Fang Blades were cool collectibles to get, and it goes great with the Snake Tribes theme, and the Snake Tribes logo were creative to go along with it. The sets these come in are, and not counting Legacy, they only come in 4 sets that represents each tribe. For the Venomari Fang Blade, the set is Lasher's Bite Cycle. For the Constricti Fang Blade, the set is Samurai Mech. For the Fangpire Fang Blade, the set is Ultrasonic Raider. And for the Hypnobrite Fang Blade, the set is Epic Dragon Battle. Here at 6 are the Oni Mask, the 3 main collectible for Season 8. The 3 Oni masks were created by the 3 Oni warlords in the first realm. All 3 masks ended up in Ninjago when the Oni were on the hunt for the first Genjutsu master. They all somehow were separated all over Ninjago. The Mask of Vengeance is able to turn the user into a masked swordsman and give them forearms. This mask ended up in the hands of Cyrix Borg to protect in his vault and was stolen by Mr. E. The Mask of Deception allows the user to move and manipulate objects using telekinesis. This mask was guarded by the royal family and was stolen by the Sons of Garmadon. The mask was eventually destroyed by the giant colossus when the heroes fought back. The Mask of Hatred covers the user's entire body in an armor of invulnerable magma stone and lava. This mask was hidden in the Oni temple in Primeval's Eye. It was enchanted with Oni magic, and the only way to get it if the person has Oni heritage. Lloyd and Harumi was able to retrieve it, and Lloyd was backstabbed by Harumi for her to use it for her own gain. The mask was destroyed by the giant colossus when the heroes fought back. When all 3 masks are united at the Temple of Resurrection, the user can bring anyone back from the dead, using Oni blood, full-blooded, or hybrid. Harumi used them to bring back the evil version of Garmadon. After 7 seasons of Blaze, the creators thought it was time to break away from that concept and try something new. The masks are really cool and interesting collectibles to have. I didn't get all the Season 8 sets. It had nothing to do with the face changes. I guess I didn't like the biker theme the season was doing. Before watching the season, I thought Kilo and Ultraviolet was just weird minifigures back then. Now they're cool, and I didn't have room for the sets. The mask represents the darkness within someone that is brought out to cause destruction, hatred, and despair, which are cool to have as collectibles. The Oni masks are worn by. It is unknown if the Oni or Oni warlords ever wore the mask, and the same thing goes for Cyrix Borg if he ever wore the Mask of Vengeance. He hid it in his vault. Mr. E wore the Mask of Vengeance. The royal family held on to the Mask of Deception. Don't know if they ever tried it on. Kilo usually wields the Mask of Deception. Harumi and Ultraviolet wore the Mask of Hatred. The sets they come in are, for the Vengeance, it's Street Racer of Snake Jaguar. For Deception, it's Kiro vs. Samurai X. For Hatred, it's Sons of Garmadon Headquarters, Ninja Nightcrawler, and a Ninjago minifigure collection. And the Temple of Resurrection is for all the masks. Here at 5 are the Jin Blades, main collectible for Season 6. The Jin Blade, also known as the Sword of Souls, This was a sword passed down to the Jin kings of the royal family of Ninjago for centuries. Nodokan's father gave him the blade when their home realm was collapsing, in which Nodokan used the blade for revenge and to rebuild Ninjago. The power of the Jin blade, or soul slash life force absorption slash trapping, it can trap anything or anyone in the sword, and can use the powers of the individual who got trapped like power bestowal. And the more souls it gets, it can change the environment around them and uses it to create their own religion. The ones who uses the blade are Konjikon. The other ones are from an alternate timeline when Jay used his final wish. Nodokan, Jay, and Echo-Zane. The Jin blade was a unique and cool collectible to get in the sets, with the colorful blade pieces, and the printed ninja tiles were amazing, but I didn't get a lot of the Season 6 sets, only Misfortune Keep. I probably didn't like the pirate theme at all that much, and I see Season 6 as a filler since the events of the season were erased, but it's a great collectible to have. And I did get another Season 6 set, but it's mostly teamed up with the Day Departed sets, the Lloyd's Dragon, NRG Dragon. I'll build it soon on this channel. The sets this one come in are the Green NRG Dragon, like the one I said, and Sky Shark for Imprisoned Kai, the Lighthouse Siege, and Tiger Widow's Island for Imprisoned Lloyd, Cole's Dragon for Imprisoned Zane, Ninja Bike Chase for Imprisoned Cole, Jay's Elemental Dragon for Imprisoned Nia, Raid Zepline for Imprisoned Jay, and Misfortune Keep for Imprisoned Rue. Here at 4 are the Elemental Blades, main collectible for Season 2. The Elemental Blades were obtained by the ninja to restore their elemental powers at the Temple of Light. The Elemental Blade powers represent each ninja's ability: fire, ice, earth, and lightning. The Elemental Blades were cool collectibles back then to have alongside the Golden Ninja minifigure, with the colorful blade tips in the sets. The status of these blades are unknown. The wiki says they are in the hands of a ninja superfan, or Ryu hid them somewhere to keep them safe. These blades are wielded by Kai, Jay, Cole, and Zane. Dareth hold on to one briefly for a moment, and General Kozu in the Day of the Departed. The sets these appear in, and not counting the Day Departed one, are Kai's Fire Mech for Kai, Warrior's Bike for Jay, Cole's Earth Driller for Cole, Garmatron for Zane, and the Temple of Light for all of them. In Legacy Golden Mech for an ice version, I didn't make a separate rank for this one since there's only one of them. Okay, before I get into the next one, please do not bring up any misinformation and mention him in the comments. I missed the guy too and wish he made a full recovery and kept going. I'm going to be talking about the Technoblades, not the YouTuber. This was 2013 and 2014 when Season 3 of the show came out and was being worked on. When this collectible was around, this was before Techno was popular. He didn't become famous until 2017 or 2018. You can correct me on that. He probably got the idea of his name for his channel from this show, or he thought it was a cool name to use. He jokingly said he was inspired and got the name from this show, and he said he came up with it before the show existed. The show creators did not steal the name from him, and he was a kid when he came up with it. And he was a kid when he came up with the idea, and before he was famous. So don't get the wrong idea from this. I didn't watch a lot of the guy's content, but I wish he was still around. So I'm saying this now. Please respect my channel and my comment section, and don't bring him up when I'm talking about this subject. If you bring him up instead of the item itself, and trying to be sneaky to add him in there in a way, I will remove your comment. I'm trying to be respectful here. This is why I didn't bring it up in the Day of the Departed section. If you're a Ninjago fan, I hope you understand why I said this. And to new fans and to Techno fans, again, this was 2014 before his popularity. I'm sorry for this short message. And again, I missed the guy too. Let's get into the next ranking. Here at number 3 are the Technoblades, the main collectible of Season 3. The Technoblades were created by Cyrusborg to give the ninja so they can hack into the digital system to get rid of the digital overload virus, to get rid of him for good. The Technoblades, when activated, can hack into any advanced technology to take control and turn it to their sides. When all four are brought together in the Digiverse, it can erase the overload virus. The Technoblades are wielded by Kai. He used it to take control of a jet. Jay, who used his to take control of a tank car called Thunder Raider. Cole, who used his to take control of a mech. And Zane, who used his to take control of a hovercopter. And to turn pixel good. Good. And Cryptor had one during the Day of the Party special. These were my favorite collectibles back in the day because they were cool. They used ordinary pieces to build and the story to them were okay, but the colorful blade pieces were the greatest thing about them. And I love the futuristic theme of the season along with the suits. And the series is back and rebooted. These sets they come in are, for each character, for Cole, the set is Hover Hunter. For Kai, the sets are Kai Fighter and X1 Ninja Charger. For Jay, the set is Thunder Raider. For Zane, the sets are Ninja Copter and Destructor. And Battle for Ninjago City for both Jay and Zane. Here at 2 are the Time Blades, the main collectible for Season 7. The Time Blades are forged from Chrono Steel by Ray and Maya that are used by Rue and Garmadon that absorbs elemental powers. They use it against the elemental masters of time, Crux and Acronics, that absorbed their powers and created the Time Blades, and a time vortex to make the blades lost to time. But the time trains went out to the blades to regain their powers. Acronics went 40 years into the future, and Crux went moments back in time. The Time Blades are wielded by the Time Twins, Crux and Acronics, who had the actual abilities of time before the powers went into the blades. Ruin Garmadon wielded them briefly, the Ninja used them briefly, and the Vermilion Generals, Blunk, Ragmonk, and Makia used them briefly, mostly the slow-mo ones. The Time Blades come in different colors, and their abilities are: the green one is able to speed things up, fast forward stuff. The user is able to move fast and able to speed up a person's age. The blue one is able to slow things down. These were Acronics' powers before the Chrono Steel took them. The red one is able to pause time. It can freeze things and people around the user, and they can walk normally. And the last one, yellow/gold/amber, whatever the wiki likes to call it, it can reverse time. It allows the user to undo their and anyone's actions and de-age someone, making them younger. These were Crux's powers before the Chrono Steel took them. The problem with these, they have a cooldown on them. Even though Season 7 was very underwhelming, I love the Time Blades with the powers and the colorful looks to them. They are a cool collectible to have. The sets they come in are: for the Fast Forward Blade, the sets are the Vermilion Attack and Vermilion Invader. For the Slow Motion Blade, these sets are Desert Lightning and Samurai VXL. For the Plaza Blade, the set is Destiny Shadow. For the Reversal Blade, the set is Dragon Forge. And the Dawn of the Iron Doom for all the Time Blades. Before I get into the last one, I like to mention some honorable mentions if they count as collectibles. The first one here is the Realm Crystal. This doesn't count as a collectible in the Possession sets. It's just a normal blue diamond you can get in any other set. This played a big role in the show. The ninja had to get it before Moro so he doesn't curse the realms. The sets it comes in are Moro's Dragon, Final Flight of Destiny's Bounty, and Legacy Ninjago City Garden. Second honorable mention here is the Sword of Sanctuary. This is a cool sword to have. Even though it's made of basic pieces, it can show an opponent's next move by looking into the sword. This sword came in the Possession sets, the City of Styx and Ronin's Rex. Third honorable mention here is the Staff of Elements, a side collectible in Season 4 sets. The staff is a cool item to have. It holds the elemental powers of the competitors of the tournament. If you possesses it, you can hold so much power. You can make it with basic pieces, but you need the sticker in the middle to make it better. And the set it comes in is Enter the Serpent. Last honorable mention are the Ninja, NRG, and Airjitsu minifigures. These minifigures came in gimmick sets like the spinners and Airjitsu flyers, but the minifigures have the great design and printing. And with the colors, Lord and Nia Airjitsu minifigures came in an actual set, but great minifigures designs. Finally, at long last, the last collectible here is the Fugitive minifigure. Okay, I'm not going to do that again. Here at number 1 are the original golden weapons, main collectible of the pilot in Season 1. The golden weapons were created by the first Vintage Master using gold from the Golden Peaks, forged at the Temple of Light to help create Ninjago, the Sather Craigs, the Ninjagoes of Lightning, the Shurikens of Ice, and the Sword of Fire. Garmadon tried to steal and use their power. Garmadon tried to steal and use their powers, but was banished to the underworld. Rue hid them to keep them safe and gave a map to Ray to their location. Decades later, Rue gathered a team of ninjas to track them down to stop them from falling in the hands of Garmadon. The golden weapons are wielded by the ninja, Rue and Garmadon, and some random side characters from the pilots, specials, and Season 1 and 2. The powers their weapons have are fire, ice, lightning, and earth. When a normal person holds all 4 weapons, they will die. They can blow up. When all 4 are brought together to the Golden Peaks, they can become the Mega Weapon, and the Mega Weapon has the power to create. When all the 4 main ninja bring the weapons together, they can turn into a golden dragon that represent their powers. The original golden weapons were the biggest flex back in the day. For LEGO collectors, some of these weapons came in the biggest sets and sometimes hard to get. They are the most iconic weapons throughout the series and collectible throughout LEGO, and the golden look to them. They are amazing. They are the collectible that kind of started the series, which made it stand out a little. They were made from basic pieces, well, just the nunchucks and scythe, that used gold chains and gold tooths and gold sticks. The shurikens were the same, but the Sword of Fire was a normal katana that was gold in the pilot sets before it got its own molded design from the show. I do feel the most nostalgic for these, since the gold pieces back then was made from a different material that made them stand out a bit. The original golden weapons came in these sets: Mountain Shrine and Spinal Battle Arena for the Sword of Fire, Ninja Ambush, Turbo Shredder, and Fangpire Mech for the Sather Craigs, Skull Motorbike, Skull Truck, and Lightning Dragon Battle for the Nunchucks of Lightning, Ice Dragon Attacks, Benjitsu Dojo, and Fangpire Truck Ambush for the Shurikens of Ice, Garmadon's Dark Fortress for the Nunchucks of Lightning, Shurikens of Ice, and Sather Craigs, Fire Temple, Ultrasonic Raider, and Epic Dragon Battle for all 4 of them. And the Sword of Fire is in the Golden Dragon set for some reason that isn't accurate to the show at all. Alright, that is every Ninjago collectible rank. Just a reminder, this is all my opinion. Tell me in the comments below on what is your ranking of the collectibles. I won't judge that much on your list. Some of these collectibles are lame. I might update this list when Dragon's Risings is over, and I think that's coming up here pretty soon. It's just to remember that Season 4 is the last season of that. I'm tired of working on this, to be honest, and I don't want to do any more of these. I might not want to do any more of these. And I'm not going to add the new collectible that just came out for Dragon's Rising Season 4. And I don't think it's the last. I've just been working on this way too much and tired. That's all I have for this video. I'll see you all next time. Bye.